Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I appreciate you, I value your time, and let's get the show started. So guys, today this is me bracing myself because this is some really heavy stuff I want to talk about today. Yes, we're getting in. I fed you all the milk. Now we need to start eating the tough meat. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about very sensitive topic today. A secret club that is so exclusive, yet no one wants to be a part of it. Isn't that like an irony? Because normally anything that is exclusive, everyone wants to get a bit of it. They want to get a bit of the action, but not this club I'm about to talk about. You need to stay tuned. Okay, like I said in my previous videos, reason why I started YouTube was to create a safe forum if by chance I'm able to encourage one person, just one person, hold another lady's hands and say, look sister, I got you, you're not alone, we're in this journey together. Then my whole effort of setting the lights, the cameras, editing and everything has been worth it. So I've been battling with infertility now for 10 years. Yes, it's coming up to 10 years. Like I look back now sometimes and I just wonder how 10 years have just gone by. Like, you know how, you know, all your life you had your life planned out. When you finish school, what career you're going to be doing, you build your career, then you want to get married, you know, all that stuff. And then when it's time for you to start a family, after all the pressure from growing up and they told you keep your legs closed, don't be having sex if you know you're not going to be starting a family and all that stuff, you preserved yourself, and then that's time to start your family and it's poof, in the air, nothing's happening. Like, but you're free. What's that happening? So I want to talk briefly, just a tip of the iceberg, because I can't spill everything all on here one time. Like, we'll probably be here watching a live video till like the kingdom come, and I love to keep my videos very short and sweet. So today I refer to the couples who are dealing or struggling with infertilities as being in an exclusive club. Yes, it is an exclusive club that no one wants to be a part of, partly because of the stigma associated with it, the pain, the struggle, the disappointment. It's just like, I can't put it to words, guys. I can't put it to words. But one thing I've found out when I was doing my research before doing this video is the fact that the World Health Organization has declared infertility as a disease, and personally I agree. And as I go along, hopefully I'm able to convince you, but it doesn't matter if you are convinced or not. This is my truth, this is my life, this is my personal journey, and at least you have to give me something and respect my struggle. Okay, all right, yeah. So research shown that women who are dealing with, you know, infertility experience the same level of anxiety as women who are dealing with, you know, life-threatening disease like cancer, like heart diseases, viruses like HIV, like I earlier mentioned. And you know, so often many people suffer this alone. Yes, we have our partner and we know our partner are going through a lot as it is themselves, but oftentimes where the situation is, the woman is the one who's got the challenge with conceiving. That journey might actually be so lonely, it's unreal, guys. Because if it was the man, you know, I don't know, I think it's even more easier, because even if it's the man who's the issue here, the woman still get the brunt of the whole issue as being the one who's unable to, you know, to have kids, because people don't really know the details of, you know, what couples are going through. Okay, so I mean, personally, I've come across people who are just ignorant. That's the word I want to use to describe them, because I'm a child of God and I cannot come and insult people. But some people are so ignorant in the stuff that they say. Sometimes I just ponder if they're thinking through their thought process. Now, before I continue my whole storyline, I want to just share with you a couple of lines that I've received personally, and some that I know have just been randomly thrown out there, and some that other people have experienced, and some that even in your own head you know, you conjure all this thought and notion and judge yourself. You're so critical, and you assume if anyone is staring at you, that's what they're thinking. So I'm not saying this list is comprehensive, neither am I saying that each one of it applies to me directly. And for the benefit of, you know, my families, my friends, my support group, I'm not going to be specific about the ones that have happened to me directly, so you don't start sitting there and playing guess game about who might probably have said that. Is it her husband? Is it her mother-in-law? Is it her sister-in-law? Is it her brother-in-law? Is it friends? Is it family? Don't worry, yeah, I'll spare you the headache. Yeah, okay, so I'll just go through the list. Number one is when people tell you, oh, you really need to relax, and you're thinking, it's easy for you to say, isn't it? Yeah, because you're not the one going through it. So of course you will sit down there in your moral high horse and be looking at me and telling me, oh, you really need to relax, like it's not such a big deal. The next one is this one is really low. The fact that some people could just look at you and just, you know, conclude that it's the series of abortion that you've had, and hence the reason why you're unable to have kids. Mommy, really? Like, seriously? Even if someone has had an abortion, like, there is no bearing to it. Alright, moving on. Some would say, oh, because the lady's lived a wayward life, that's why she's unable to conceive or have kids. Some would say, oh, hurry up and give your husband kids before you start wandering around. This one, I've heard it plenty times. This one, I must even say, because I get some people say, I know they say it out of jest or maybe banter, and they be like, ah, thank God you are there in London, you're in Nigeria. Some girl would have just arranged herself for your husband, or even the families would have even made him to go and do one thing and all that stuff, and they feel, oh, because I'm stuck away nicely away here, that is still like, in fact, inevitable. In fact, it's just interesting what people come up with. The next one is, oh, you don't want to get pregnant because you don't want to lose your figure because of fashion. And you're like thinking, just pay a girl a compliment and move on. Auntie, uncle, skelewu, it's enough. Like, how? And some will tell you, oh, you're getting old, oh, you don't know you soon expire. All this thing that you're doing, you feel like, say, you're still young because you have this small body. You feel like you're still young. You're getting old, oh. And some will tell you, you're lucky that you don't know how exhausting having children is. And those who will tell you, you're so lucky, you get to lie in, you have so much time. And you know, those people who want to demand your time, thinking your time is not worth it because you're not raising it or looking after a child. How disrespectful is that? And those who would all say, oh, you don't want to have a baby, Abby, you don't want to have a baby. What's your business if I want to have a baby or if I don't want to have a baby? Like, if I don't bring the matter to you, I don't even know. Then, if you had kids, you'd be a great mom, you know. Who had kids with the intention to want to be a bad mom before? Then, oh, you're lucky. You don't have to go up and down. You don't have to give up anything. If you didn't want to give up anything or run up and down, why didn't you protect yourself? Even remove the womb gone safe. You'd have taken off your womb if you didn't want to have kids. Then some will be like, when are you going to give us grandkids? And some will be like, oh, such and such had kids. Like, how? And you don't have kids. As in, I'm not even lying to you guys. I've not actually even been jealous about anyone getting pregnant. Nope. Because at the end of the day, we all mean well for our kids. And I'm not even saying this to dish or slight anyone. All of us have been born as kids. Our parents had expectation for us and everything. But do you see every one of us living a full potential? Or living a good quality of life as our parents really aspired us to be? I read about something, or I know about this certain treatment, or oh, have you tried this, have you tried that, or do you want to do womb transfer or something? And instead of giving me all those suggestions, why don't you come up to me with a good suggestion of, oh, actually I can be a surrogacy for you? That is better talking. I would listen. Otherwise, please move on. Yes, thank you. You know, and there are those who get really deep and like, oh, when you have sex, put your feet up and everything, hang it on the wall, hang it on the chandelier, do this, do that. Guys, you need to chill, please. I mean, people who are struggling with infertility are going through enough as it is. You can't understand. Like, no one needs your unsolicited advice or talk. Except you really have a good relationship with that person. You need to know who that individual, the kind of person they are actually, before you even step up and start offering advice, because some people can't actually deal with that. For me, I don't even mind. If you want to talk about it, I'm ready to sit down with you and talk about it. Actually, like, people who know me knows that I'm not one to actually take offense, but that is me. Probably a 0.0% of the whole 100%. Others don't appreciate it at all. So sometimes it's just better to just shush it, shut up your mouth. Now, this list is not exhaustive. It's not like the total. It's just a couple that I was able to put together for this video. I mean, by all means, if you are dealing with infertilities, or you know someone who is, and you know what kind of slight comments or dishing that received on this journey, by all means, drop it in the comment below. Enlighten us. Why are people thinking like this? Why are people talking like this? Why aren't they sensitive? You wouldn't tell someone who has cancer or someone who has HIV that is because of all the shenanigans they go up to that cause them to have the disease. Like, yeah, some might be hereditary or something, but still, it's still not it. So why do we compound an already compounded situation by making it even more, it's just too much, guys. Personally, I'm mindful that I am not the only one going through this painful journey alone. I'm not saying that I'm the only one who's suffering, or maybe someone else is having it easier than me or not. Statistics show that 1 out of 4 pregnancy actually does end up in miscarriage. So people who eventually even get pregnant, there's no guarantee that they will actually even carry the baby to full term. There's also statistics showing that 20% of couples deal with infertility, challenges relating to infertility, and that is a significant number, man. And like, if I tell out of 100, 20%, that's some serious stuff that's happening. I mean, for me, one thing I learned through this whole journey of infertility is that your life is not your own anymore. Like, your private area is not private anymore. With the way you are being poked and prodded and everything all together just to get some answers. That's the reason why one is not conceiving. Your ability to think or process things just go out the window. I mean, I remember I've done IVF 5 times. I know it's not a lot for some people. I know some people have done more than that, but to even try it once, if you've tried IVF once, the impact of the medication, your hormones go off the roof. Your ovaries that are just tiny peanut size ovaries, they grow up to they become enlarged like the size of a golf ball. But it doesn't feel like it's the size of a golf. It feels like it's a football that is sticking on both sides of you. Like, and you've got two of them. So imagine two football on either side of you. Like literally, the pain is horrendous. Your hormones is all over the place, and you go through all of that and still have a failed cycle. You just feel like the world is coming to an end. Like your world is just crashing down. I remember then when I was in school, and if I like failed an exam, and I just feel like, see if my parents are just going to kill me, my father's going to kill me, or you know, when I get caught doing something, that feeling doesn't even get close to this. It feels like your ground opens up and you're falling continuously without even landing. But for me, I've chosen that I'm not gonna give up trying, but in the process I'm not gonna ruin myself as well, because there has to be a balance, because this life is only one. I mean, I will go through it screaming and shouting and banging. Either way I can. I shall not go through this silence or make someone suppress me. No, I'm not having that. No, it is not just acceptable, okay? And that's what I would encourage anyone out there who's going through this. Please try and find something. There'll be one thing. This is one thing for me. I mean, I started my fashion blog fully on Instagram before I then burned into YouTube. Find something that you enjoy doing. I love taking pictures, I love photography, I love fashion, I love piecing things together, I love styling, you know, and I've started learning to sew as well. So find something that you love that would help you, pull you out of that brink, so you can have something to look forward to and kind of make sense out of this whole miserable situation, mommy. Another thing is, I find solace as well, you know, through people who've gone through similar experiences. It's good to find people like that and surround yourself with it, because you can see that they've gone through it and they know what you have been through. They understand somewhat. I know every experience is different and it's unique, but it's consoling and reassuring when you find people who've gone through similar experiences and they've come out of it. They've got a testimony, they've got their children to show for it, you know. Yeah, if you know that your immediate circle of friends who've got their family going and everything are not that supportive, you know, your mental health is important, crucial, because all those friends that will be secretive when they are pregnant and they feel like, say, but they need to hide their pregnancy from you so you don't feel bad. What kind of witchcraft is that? You don't need such people in your life. And if I haven't told my friends and family, those who've shared their beautiful journeys with me, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being such amazing friend, such amazing family. I've had friends who've gone through their journey with me and they've not hidden it, like nothing. They're like, there's nothing inside it. This is what I'm feeling today. This is what I'm going through today. I want to say thank you from the depth of my heart. And another thing I would advise you is to surrender. I don't know what faith you believe in. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. And I've surrendered my faith to Him because He's the author and finisher of my faith. Like in my journey and personal work with God, I found that more miracles, the most miracles that have been recorded in the Bible is about women with, you know, fertility issues. That's the most highest number. So this is really important to God. You know, it's important to Him. Why He's allowed it to happen, only Him knows. And everything is for a time and season anyway. So, you know, surrender, give in, and learn to celebrate small things. It's important to just celebrate every little small victory. That kind of, you know how that saying, they say, count your blessings, name them one by one, and see what God has done, and you'll be amazed. I mean, I just heard about someone who passed away. You guys know what's happening now. We are in this lockdown pandemic of coronavirus and everything. What's the use of life if you are not here? You can't. If you're alive now, you know, life continues. So be grateful that you are still here and you're still, you know, doing the journey. And I pray that God will continue to strengthen us. Okay, that's all I can share today about my infertility journey. Hopefully, I mean, I'm open to sharing more with you guys. I'm not looking to hold back. I don't want to ruin this fine makeup. So maybe the next time I will prepare you guys ahead. A box of tissues and cry for me. But until then, guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Please support your girl. Just trying to be real, keeping it real here, keeping it real, keeping it real. So see you next time, and God bless.